That hurt.
It came out that Southgate decided to not continue on as England's coach, and given his connection with Crocker, understanding with Crocker and stuff like that, and the fact that he's been dubbed Berhalter's mentor.
Blah.
It sounded like this, and going off of the super chat from earlier about the 1 out of 5, he might still be one of them. But this is where we started off this week with.
Yeah, I know, dude. I mean, it's vomit worthy. Listen, I will give Southgate whatever credit that he whatever he deserves for taking England to 2 finals in the Euros.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. What did those teams look like, though? They look like shit.
They looked like Gregg.
They look like Gregg. What do those teams also have a problem doing in the final third in this last tournament?
Scoring goals.
Correct. We don't need another guy whose teams get cramped up,
creatively bankrupt in the final third.
Just totally, absolutely clueless of what to do with the ball in the final third. We don't need it. We don't want it, and we don't need it. And we also don't need a pussy fart. He's a pussy fart. We need somebody who's going to come in and stamp some authority on this team.
Yeah.
And be a real boss, like a boss. I don't need another pussy fart running a team. Some guy who flatulates all these flowery words, talks about fucking zoo animals and shit. I don't need that. I need a guy who's down to business, brass taxes, but get the fucking job done, win games, period.
But Derek, it would sound much more impressive to be called African dogs if you have a British accent.
No, it'll sound worse. It will actually sound worse. I don't think that Gareth Southgate would actually do that, honestly, to give him some credit. To give him some credit, I don't think he would take the team to the zoo and then the next day make some metaphor about African dogs and how we're going to go out and play. I will not even put that on Gareth. That's not fair. Gareth wouldn't even be that fucking
even if he was sitting there after watching that behind the crest going, Gregg, what are you doing, buddy? What was that?
Well, they are good friends, Gregg and Gareth. I mean, that's been said numerous times. They stay in contact. They're kind of the same person, except that Gregg's worse. And would Gareth be an improvement on Gregg? Sure. But who wouldn't be? BJ Callahan would probably be an improvement.
Yeah.
Ray Hudson, not Ray Hudson. Hudson. Ray Hudson. I don't know. Maybe even Ray Hudson would be an improvement. Honestly.
Well, good news is, one day after posting that about Southgate, the rumor mill still's churning. They're churning out the rumors.
Yeah.
They even got this one.
I like this one better. Not that it's possible, or I mean, anything's, I guess, still potentially possible here.
Let's assume he's number 3 of 5 right now, because we already have the first 2. Let's assume he's 3 of 5.
Yeah. Dario Ole is reporting that Mauricio Pochettino is a candidate for U.S. men's national team soccer job. The Argentine manager was most recently at Chelsea. Why they got rid of him, I have no clue. I mean, Chelsea are so fucking broken. They are so fucking broken. It's unbelievable. I'm like this. Does this give me a hard on? No. But does it give me hope? Sure. Because this is a bigger name. It's a bigger name. And okay, I'm not just here for the name though. I've also seen what he did with Tottenham. I saw what he did with a very young, naive Chelsea team at the end of the season. Was he not great at PSG? Did he hate working at PSG? Who doesn't? Name me a manager who has worked at PSG recently who doesn't hate working at PSG, regardless of the talent. But, it's a guy who's been, in the Premier League. He doesn't have any international experience, so that's sort of a knock. although he played internationally for Argentina as a player. But listen, this is a whole hell of a lot. It's a jump up from Gregg. So if this is what we need to do, or this is all we can get, I'm just not going to complain that much. I'm just not. I'm going to be like, great, this is good. It's not Klopp, but I understand Klopp is like somebody trying to launch a missile into the sun. That's probably not going to hit the target.
So we already guessed 3 out of 5. We talked about Renard last show. Yep. I'm assuming that's 4 out of 5. Who knows who the 5th person is? And assuming that there is, in fact, 5 candidates that are Euro-based, non-MLS based. Again, just going off of the super chat earlier.
And who again was the 5?
We said Patrick. We said Southgate. We said,
no. Who said that?
It was Gabe.
Okay, Gabe. Okay, that's fair. Gabe's right there in here.
1 out of 5.
He's right there in England. I'm sure he's reading a lot of local newspapers or whatever and getting some shit. So I am, by the way, BMR, I am not underrating Pochettino. I'm just saying he's not Klopp. That's all. And that's all. Just to be totally fair. Like Klopp's to me is perfection. I'm not stupid enough to realize we're going to get perfection. That's why I'd be totally happy with Pochettino.
Jack, I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to be right back. All right, man?
All right. Okay, Brett's got to take a poop or something. Something to keep in mind with the U.S. men's national team manager search and all the names that are linked with the job with every passing day, says Stu Holden. Agents and coaches want their name linked with the job for leverage and publicity. 95% of it is garbage. He is right. De La Fuente being a great example. Okay. Does De La Fuente really want to coach for the U.S. soccer? Not really. Probably not. He's using us as leverage to get a bigger payday and a bigger pay offer from Spain to stay on and coach until the World Cup. Okay? So Stu's got that right. I don't know if it's 90%, 95%. Surely a lot of the people that we've talked about on this show and on other shows are probably legit people to talk about because they have been reached out to. Now, the crazy thing is, of course, that Tack's out there saying that Dolo's never, he hasn't even been contacted yet.
That hurt.